What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Sir MC Koi, and I am finally back. Part of this video is going to explain where the hell I was, and the other half is going to be talking Madden 19 stuff. So we'll get the stuff about me out of the way. So I have had an interesting start slash I guess first half almost over 2018. The first 4 months of the year were kind of spent with me just constantly moving. I'm finally kind of settled down, but I think after like the second move I kind of stopped doing stuff on my channel, and the reason was there's just a lot of financial stress that I was going through with constantly moving. It became really difficult for me to get a job and then maintain a job because, you know, I'd get a job and then, oh, I have to move. So I finally settled down. I'm back home where I grew up, and then I've just again been working on getting a job, getting set up, and then kind of re-catching up on the finance side of my life, which is always super fun. Believe me, it's great. It's great. So now the next thing, the main reason that this video didn't come out earlier is I just got back from my 3-week annual training. Unfortunately, I was in the middle of the desert when Madden 19 dropped, so I wanted to, you know, I was kind of eager to get back and get that video, you know, get this video out and really start pumping out Madden 19 content. So, you know, I got back Monday, so my thought is, cool, I'll buy Madden 19 and start making a video for you guys. And then the army decides to not pay me on time, which is unfortunately a recurring theme. So the plan is I will be getting Madden 19 Friday, which is tomorrow. Hopefully this video is coming out today, so it should be tomorrow, Friday the 24th. I will be getting it, and then I'm going to at least try to get the intro video to my franchise out for you guys. And as long as, you know, the sliders are fine, you know, I'm going to do a lot of testing. I want to make sure I can find a good set of sliders, because I think the sliders I had last year for the Bears, they were good sliders, but I felt sometimes the game was a little too easy for me. And in a rebuild that shouldn't be the case. So that's going to be something I need to look into, is sliders, and I think this year I'm really going to focus on adjusting the sliders for me. To play to my strengths and to play to my weaknesses, and try to get the best content for you guys possible. So moving on to Madden 19 talk. Who is my franchise team going to be? As you know, last year I did the Bears, and that was the longest running Madden 19 franchise series I've had. It didn't go as long as I wished it would, just again due to all the issues that I was dealing with. But this year I want to come back even bigger and even better. Now I've narrowed it down to 4 teams, 2 of which you are seeing in this game in the background right now. I've narrowed it down to 2 teams in the AFC and 2 teams in the NFC. Obviously the New York Giants, the Arizona Cardinals, and then in the AFC I've narrowed it down to the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. A lot of these teams, well, ironically, just about every single team I picked has a little bit of quarterback controversy. The Broncos just brought in Case Keenum, but there's no way that is the guy of the future for them. The Cardinals just brought in Josh Rosen and Sam Bradford. If Sam Bradford can stay healthy, he's a viable option, but obviously not the best option that you want long-term at quarterback. The Giants still have Eli Manning, and then they have some question marks. They have Davis Webb, they have Kyle Lauletta, I believe that's how you say it, probably butchered it. And then you look at the Ravens, Joe Flacco, the quote-unquote elite quarterback of the NFL, and Lamar Jackson. So all 4 of those teams bring interesting situations at the quarterback alone, which is one of my favorite. I don't like to pick up a team that already has a quarterback set. That's no fun. Part of making a team is developing a good quarterback, or drafting a quarterback, signing a free agent, something like that. That's a fun thing. Different teams, their strength. The Broncos, you know, they have a very strong defense. Von Miller, they just brought in Bradley Chubb. I mean, they still have Chris Harris in the backfield. They lost Aqib Talib, but the defense is definitely the strength. Meanwhile, they have aging wide receivers in Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, so that would be something that would have to be addressed pretty soon. You're looking at the Baltimore Ravens. Again, the same thing. They have a pretty decent defense, but with an aging core. T-Sizzle is getting up there in age, and they kind of revamped the wide receiver core, but I still think it's a position that needs to be addressed. And they have a young running back in Alex Collins who could be the real deal, but, you know, we're not really sure quite yet. The Giants, oh God, what is there not to say about the Giants? I mean, coming off of a disappointment year, but that disappointment year hauled them in arguably one of the most hyped NFL running backs I've seen come out of a draft in a long time in Saquon Barkley. And part of me, Saquon Barkley is my biggest draw to New York. I'm not even going to lie, but at the same time, I know a lot of other content creators are going to be playing as the Giants purely because of Saquon Barkley. And I ran into that situation last year where actually Mr. Hurricane did a Chicago Bears franchise, even though I picked them first. But, so that was, I don't know if that really drew away from it, but I know that as a smaller channel, he's going to be able to draw a lot more viewers to a Bears franchise than I would. You know, if I go look at, you know, let's say I'm a Bears fan. I want to see a Madden 19 video on the Chicago Bears. I look and see a guy with thousands of views compared to a guy with, you know, a couple hundred views. If that, I'm going to go to the dude with more views. So that was a big struggle for me, and I think near the end of it, it really kind of put a damper on what I was doing, just because I know that it was holding me back in a way. So I'm trying to stay away from that. I already know which team he selected, and they were kind of like a pocket pick team for me, but they really weren't a team that I was really seriously considering. And finally, the Arizona Cardinals. You see me playing with the Cardinals here in the background, and they are not that good. That offensive line is horrendous. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Tyrann Mathieu left. David Johnson is a question mark coming off of injury. The wide receiver core really only has Larry Fitz, and he's probably set to retire at any point. So that is another very interesting team to look at. I'd like to hear your opinions down in the comments. Which team would you like to see me play? I've got it narrowed down to these four, but I have two front runners, one in each division. But I'm still open to it. I'm not really 100% sure. This has honestly been one of the hardest times I've had selecting a team for Madden. Normally it's pretty easy. I look at a team, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the team I want to rebuild. This year, there hasn't really been any set team that has really blown me away, so it's kind of still up in the air. I'd like to see what you guys say down in the comments. And finally, as I wrap this video up, I just want to say thank you guys for continuing to stick around and support me. I really didn't pay much attention at all to my channel. I kind of just put it by the wayside for a while. Like I said, just trying to focus on other things, but I'm definitely back now. Madden 19's out. I'm more than ready to get playing. So again, thank you guys for just sticking with it. The views still stayed consistent. I think I even gained some subscribers when I was away. So seeing stuff like that is awesome. It you know, it just makes me happy to see that even when I'm being a slack ass and not doing what I'm supposed to do and not pumping out good content for you guys are still there supporting me along the way, and that really does mean a lot to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. Madden 19 season is about to be lit, and depending on how things go with franchise, I am also considering a player mode. I'm not really sure. It's something that I've only just barely considered. So again, if you guys want to see something like that, leave some comments down below. Leave me some suggestions to what you want to see. You know, do you want me to see me make my own player? Do you want to see me bring in a player from like TCU, my really old TCU dynasty? You know, do you want me to take over an NFL player, you know, a depth chart guy? Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see what I can do about doing it. So again, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you guys real soon with some Madden 19 content.
Back from the dead.